Yo, what's going on? My name is Mashy, and today we're going to be playing Oracle of Seasons Randomizer. We'll be playing on normal mode, randomized dungeons, randomized Subrosian portals, and the goal here is going to be obtaining 5 essences in order to beat the game and fight the final boss. So let's just jump in and see what we have today. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. So we are playing on Carafruit's version of the randomizer, which is similar to the Oracle of Ages version. All the same things apply. We're going to have access to linked items, cross items. So we're going to have things that are only available in linked games, such as like the biggoron sword and the master sword. Cross items, which are items usually only available in Ages, such as the switch hook or the cane of Samaria. As you can also see, we are playing with an alternate sprite. We've got our fan favorite pirate today, rocking the red bandana. And early game is very straightforward. We're just going to head into Hero's Cave here, and we're going to grab whatever item is available to us. As you may be noticing on the tracker, I have been updating a few things. This game is a little bit different than Oracle of Ages in that on top of items, we have default seasons. So each region has their default season, and then you can get the Rod of Seasons to change it later on. And depending on what randomized season we end up getting, it can change the logic a little bit, so we have to keep track of where our default seasons are at all times. Starting off with a bracelet. Not a terrible item to have. Usually you start with a bracelet or something of the sort that generally will destroy bushes. And there's our flippers. Okay. Now, one thing to note here is that the season inside town is randomized. So every time you enter and exit town, although it doesn't look like it right now, it will change. So there we go. That is also logical for us to do that in order to change it to autumn here, in order to activate these mushrooms. So there's certain mechanics in the game that only activate depending on specific seasons. The mushrooms only bloom in autumn. Checking out the shop, there's nothing there. And then there's some other ones too. There's a lot of different things you can look at. Like in the summer, there's vines. In the spring, there's flowers. In the winter, there's snow. Lots of stuff to consider. So we're going to take our boy Moosh on a little bit of an adventure. This is going to take us into this cave. Now, I took a little bit too much damage already. Alright, shovel. So I have to be a little bit careful. But now that we've left the cave, it's fine, because that sets our save point. So anywhere we go now, we're okay. So Moosh is cool. He can fly, he can do ground pounds. That's about it. He's afraid of water, so you can't take him anywhere near water. And we're already gonna come here and fight the King Moblin. King Moblin works a little bit differently between ages and seasons. In this one, you have to hit him a couple times, and then you actually have to hit him as he's pulling another bomb. So you'll see me here try and like lead him a little bit, throw some bombs away from where he is. And hopefully you can try and catch him in the middle of an animation, like that. And that got me a gaseous seed. So here we are in Sunken City. There's a lot of water here. Moosh does not like it here. I'll tell you that much. Oh, hello Expert's Ring. So this is a fun ring to have. This allows us to punch. And punching is not only useful for combat, it is also useful for activating the seed trees. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do that Dimitri event right now. We need bombs. We have to give bombs to those little kids. Not a good idea. But here we are, heading into eastern suburbs. It's spring over here. So we are able to get out of this. But this is also going to lead us to potentially our first dungeon. So I am excited to see what dungeon we're going to have. Let's go ahead and equip that expert ring. Got ourselves some bananas. Well then. Dungeon 8. Yeah, we're not doing that. We'll be back. We will return later. Hopefully not. But we might. But yeah, here's the next thing is we're going to head into Subrosia. Subrosia portals are randomized as well. So we're going to get our task here. We're going to have to find the bell. What's actually good about having that portal there is we're going to be able to get access to the desert. Normally, in order to get access to the desert, you have to go this long way, and then you talk to the pirate captain, and he eventually gives you access. But because the portal happens to be right there, we can just kind of walk into the desert right away. Talk to our brother here. And input the code to the desert. Now this code is not randomized, so we know exactly what it's going to be every time. Well, that was unfortunate. Yeah, that was an unfortunate death. But we'll make our way back. It's not too far to get back there. That's one of the things about playing early on when you have very little health. Also, yeah, not taking any safety strats at all. Usually you can make it through here pretty easily, but happen to take a couple more hits of damage than I intended. Got me a dragon key. Okay. Alright, let's find out where the treasure is. Alright, we got it first try, and it got me bombs. Very nice. And now with that, we're gonna warp back to the start. And we're gonna grab some more items. That's a shield, okay. So I have access to a check here. It's not a great one. Simply because I have to use Moosh to jump over this single pit. And then I can get it. But it's not too bad. We're still fairly early. We might as well check everything we can. Switch hook is solid. Like, that's a good item to have right now. Alright, it's summer here. That means we have access to Spool Swamp. I don't know if I want to go to the north part of Spool Swamp right now. I'm more interested in the Subrosian portal. There we go. Oh, and because it's spring here, I think... Yeah. I actually think Moosh can destroy the spring. Yeah. So we have to use Moosh here to get through. And that brings us to another part of Subrosia. This is our Volcanoes East, aka Dancing and the Temple. So we have to join the Subrosians in their little dance for an item. Then we can head over to the temple and get a couple things as well. Other than that, we're running out of things to do. I guess Sunken City is summer, so I can access another portal through Mount Kuko. So I'll probably end up going up there next. But let's see what kind of things we get first. Got some rupees, okay. And this is the first tower that you're supposed to go to. It's not very hard to get into. Normally you use like a boomerang, but we have the switch hook. We can even throw a bomb. Like, it's very, very loosely locked. That got me a feather. Feather is very, very solid. That kind of limits Moosh's effectiveness now, but it also gives me access to the rest of Subrosia here, or like a good amount of Subrosia. So let's quickly check where this portal leads. Leads to the top of Temple Remains. So unfortunately, we're not going to utilize that portal ever, probably. But here we got some Subrosian ore. I'll just dig up a little bit so I can see what we have. Okay, I need the boomerang. I can't get the star ore locks itself, so we can't even buy that. But I am going to buy a thing of pegasus seeds. You know what? I think right now the best place for me to go is just go to Mount Kuko. Oh, I could also fight Blano, so I'll probably do that first. So Blano has a boxing gym, and he offers anyone to fight him. All you have to do is just knock him out of the ring, and you win. It's not hard. Gave me some rupees, which is good. But the one thing that I don't like about that is it unequips things. So you have to remember to re-equip your rings after fighting Blano. It's the one downside. That's why I usually try and do the fight early. That way I don't have to think about the rings at all. I do have bombs now, so I can get Dimitri through the event here. So this will grab me one more check. And it's a sword! Okay, we don't need to use the expert ring anymore. And in fact, that actually allows me to grab one more thing while I'm up here. For the member card. So member card allows us to access the back of the shop in town. I'll check it out in a little bit. We don't have many rupees, so I don't think we're buying anything yet. But we might want to. I have a shovel, so worst case scenario is we can always get rupees. Alright, here's Moosh again. This time this is the actual Moosh event. You give him a spring banana and he'll allow you to ride him to get what is essentially one item. But that is a good item. It is a rod. So the Rod of Seasons comes equipped with Winter today. There's 4 rods that we have to find. Each one controls a specific season. So we have access to Winter now, which is solid. Okay. So Mount Kuko leads to the furnace. This is going to give me access to one more check right now. In fact, I'm just not even going to do that right now. I get the bomb flower. Oh, you know what? What I'll do is I'll get the bomb flower, I'll pull the rock. No, this is the portal that's normally in Eyeglass Lake. Yeah, you know what? I'm here. I might as well make the jump. We'll make the jump, we'll go over. We'll do it. By opening that up, that opens up the furnace for later. We need the red and blue ore in order to access the furnace. Probably not going to happen. But you never know. Alright, so we're heading back. Now that we have access to Winter, I want to head to the Woods of Winter. Because chances are there's probably a good item or two there. Like a seed satchel. Oh. So fun fact is I can farm these to get bombs back. Because I need bombs in order to bomb open that wall. And we just don't have any right now. There we go. Because what happened was we gave our bombs to those little kids. And we gave them all our bombs. And there's our Fool's Ore. So Fool's Ore is the strongest weapon in the game. We're just gonna start demolishing every enemy that we see. Alright, those are pegasus seeds. I need to go get ember seeds and gale seeds. Like, that's my next order of business, is just get seed access. Oh, I could also check out the Maku tree here. Maku tree... we have to access it at some point anyway. Because this is where we're going to get the Maku seed to finish the game. but also gives us an item upon first waking him up. Which is a big rupee. So that's leading me to believe that the shop has something. So let's go check out the shop. Yeah, we need 200, essentially. Which is not going to be hard. There we go. So we did a little bit of an RNG manipulation there. We just reset the game and then we did a very specific set of steps in order to know exactly where we're going to be in the RNG values and manipulate 100 rupees. Everything else there doesn't really matter, so not too concerned. I think what I want to do next is go to Spool Swamp. Just get the tree access there. Because we know we're probably going to need to do the dungeon there at some point. So having access to the tree means we can get back there super quick. And that's going to give me my 5th seed type, which are mystery seeds. Mystery seeds do a very random effect every time. It basically just pulls from the other effects every time in just random fashion. I realize now that I probably should have planted a Gasha tree earlier. Gasha trees... Gasha seeds grow into trees after you kill a certain number of enemies. So we're gonna have to wait a little bit for that. The other thing is Maple. Maple shows up after you kill 30 enemies, and if you bump into her, she will drop items as well. So we're going to be on the lookout for that. Everything else, like, we really don't have access to too many dungeons or anything. I am going to do a little bit of a clip here. Yeah, just kind of nudge the side of that rock. You can grab the rooster from the other side. Saves just a little bit of time. Alright, I don't need the power glove. I don't need it. Sorry. The power glove is so bad. It does absolutely nothing for this game. Alright, there's the red ore. I'll take that. Go ahead, take this flower in spring up here and access a few caves and things that we can do. Oh, there's the blue ore. Looks like we're going to the furnace. We're going straight to the furnace after this. That is hilarious. Oh, Noble Sword. I will gladly take that as well. So Noble Sword is the first sword upgrade. Increases our damage a little bit. It just so happens we're right by the portal that we want to be by, too. So let's see what we get. We're mixing the red and blue ore to get something. It's a seed shooter! That's a solid find, honestly. Oh, here's Maple. Let's clean out this area a little bit. The cape! Are we gonna get to it? I don't think we're gonna get to it in time. Nope. We're gonna have to do some farming. We need that cape. Cape is gonna be very valuable. Also, I might as well just get that heart container. So I'll get 300 rupees here. We'll get the heart container later. Here we're going to do a little bit of a bomb jump. Because I don't have the cape. Normally you need the cape in order to do this, but you can just kind of bomb jump your way over here. Alright, I think we have to just kind of kill some enemies and get Maple to spawn now. So we're just gonna run around, defeat enemies. Until I get over here. is now that I have a feather, I'm able to go ahead and access some more stuff. Like this portal here, let's see where it leads. Leads to eyeglass. And before I leave here, I'm going to go ahead and activate the shortcut. That way, if I want to come back here, I can, before I get the cape. But I'm also going to grab one last item up here. And then we start the grind for real. Okay, there's summer. Does summer help me right now? Probably not. Yeah, I think I just have to grind enemy kills right now. And I'm gonna come in here real quick and just to help out a little bit. I don't know if I'm actually gonna do this dungeon. I'm probably not. Oh, with an early boss key. It's very tempting. It is very tempting. And the fact that I'm getting cape here just makes it even more tempting. Oh, and a potion? Alright, we got the cape and the potion. Let's go. Yeah, that makes it a little bit more interesting. But I still don't want to go in there. I still don't want to go in there. Not until, like, we're close to go mode, I think. Alright, let's go ahead, grab this heart container. And check this portal. Because this portal could lead to a dungeon now. Because there is one dungeon in Subrosian, and it's here. Okay. It would be dungeon 7. 7 and 8 are always the first dungeons to be found. I don't know why. Is it just because, like, they're the hardest dungeons? Or is it just because the game likes trolling me? Okay, slingshot. Now I'm more interested in finishing 8 as well. Here we did a little bit of a skip. That is called post-skip. It skips having to fight the first Poe. Gets us into the basement room first. Without using a key as well. So it's a very solid trick to do, especially when you don't have the magnet gloves. Because there's a key there. Which would require the magnet gloves. Since we don't have them, we can't get that key yet. But we'll still be able to make progress through the dungeon. And there's our boss key, so we can actually beat this dungeon now. That's one of the great things about doing little skips is you're able to then do things you're not supposed to. So like, we're actually going to be able to beat this dungeon without having the magnet glove. The magnet glove would have locked the second half of this dungeon because we wouldn't have enough keys. But here we are. And this is the second Poe sister. Very difficult fight. Slap her with a rock and you move on. That's the one thing with the Fool's Ore is it kind of trivializes a lot of the combat. I'm not saying it's a good or bad thing. It just makes it different. I do try and, like, utilize the swords a little bit. There's some certain circumstances where having a sword is better than using the Fool's Ore. Just because you can hold the sword out versus you can only just swing the Fool's Ore. And here we're going to see an instance of where cross items changes things. Normally you have to go around in order to get through this room, but you can just switch hook that pot and hit the switch, and we're through. And here we got a little bit of a staircase maze. Once you know the pattern, it's not really a maze, it's just a bunch of loading screens that you just have to get through. And here's Gleok. You have to defeat both heads. And then the body. And that's Gleok. And that got us the mirror shield. Yeah, mirror shield, really useful item. Never gonna use it. I might use it once. Alright, I am going to jump back in here real quick, because there is one more check I can do. Though it's also like a magnet glove check. You can kind of squeeze your way through there and end up on the other side. This will get me an item, looks like. It was worth it. I'll take it. Alright, there's not, like, a lot of things we have available right now. I'm gonna go ahead and just set my save point there. And then we're gonna head over here into the beach, where we're gonna find our friend, the Black Beast. First try. So Mystery Seeds have a random chance to activate the Ember Seed effect, but then I needed the Mystery Seeds for this, so that's why I just equipped it right away. That was worth it. That was absolutely worth it. Satchel upgrade is very good. Alright, I think we need to go to Subrosian. Easiest place for me to get to Subrosian is right here. Because now that we have the cape, we have access to a bunch of other things. We're able to jump over these gaps that you normally use the magnet glove for. And there's our max satchel. I don't think we're going to be running out of seeds anytime soon. Yeah, it's looking like I probably have to go back and just do Dungeon 8. So let's just do it. Oh wait, you know what? You know what I just realized? Like, logically speaking, it's not going to want me to do this. However, there is one other check to do. I'm gonna do it real quick. Maybe it's gonna end up being the hyper slingshot. Because without hyper slingshot, or the magnet gloves, going into D8, we're not really supposed to be doing anything there. But yeah, I can grab this check here. And it's rupees. Oh, wait a second. I never got the tree. Hold on. The tree should be ready now. Remember that tree that we planted so long ago? Yeah, it should be ready now. Let's see. It's ready. It's just got a gash in it. It's just a gash of seed inside. Okay. Now I'm a little confused in terms of what I'm supposed to do. So I'm pretty sure this is not what we're supposed to do. But I'll do it anyway. Why is it not? Alright, I guess I wasn't far enough away. There we go. Finally. So that gets me a key. Actually, we've already gone through this room. So chances are we're not getting anything out of that. See if I remember the setup for this. Nope, absolutely not. Yeah, this is not what we're supposed to be doing, for sure. I'm gonna give it a try. Alright, never mind. We're not doing that. What else can I do? Oh, I have access to an entrance. I have access to a dungeon entrance that I probably should have thought about a long time ago. Yeah, I have access to Dungeon 4 entrance because I have Summer now. I wasn't thinking about that earlier, but I have the Dragon Key. And I have Summer, and I have Spring, and I have Winter. That's what we need. And this should lead me to a dungeon that we can do that will then open up everything, pretty much. And if I want to, I could go back and finish D8, but I really don't want to. It's D6. Okay, this is not a dungeon we can complete either. But we can get a lot of stuff done here. Hard ore. That's an item. That just gets us one extra check. Yeah, we're going backwards in order. Yeah, maybe we'll find 5 next. Which is another dungeon we can't complete. Rusty Bell, okay. That at least gets us access to another dungeon. Who knows if it's going to be a good one. Could be 5. Oh, I can't go through that way. Yeah, I can't go that way. As I don't have the magnet glove. The one good thing is, like, as soon as we find some of these dungeons, we should be able to beat a lot of them. Gnarled Key as well. So that's 2 dungeons we have access to now. I think we should be able to do 1, at least. There we go. There's a completable dungeon. That is dungeon number 2. Nice, easy one to do. We should be able to fly through here. Okay, there's our boss key. I'm gonna quickly save scum what's behind this door. There's 2 checks back here. We know there's a key here, so there can't be anything. So anytime there's like a key behind a key lock, like a key door, and then there's a key behind it, with branching paths, you're expected to have every key in order to get past that key door. So that's how I know there's nothing behind that key door. Nothing that we need, at least. Okay, there's rows of ribbon. That ultimately leads us to 2 item checks. It's not the best item, it's not the worst item. But it does allow us to go on a date with Rosa, so it's worth it. Alright, so this key also doesn't matter. But I'm just grabbing it just because. Here's Facade. You might recognize him from Link's Awakening. He has been delegated to a mini-boss role today. No longer an actual dungeon boss. And we're coming up on our boss here, which is the Dongo. Just like in every other Zelda game, you throw bombs at the Dongo, except this time you have to throw them into the spikes as well. We can manipulate his pattern a little bit just by hugging the wall there. And there's the magic boomerang. Okay. That allows us to finish Dungeon 6 now. So we're gonna start climbing through these dungeons real quick. I do want to turn in that Rusty Bell before doing anything else. I don't want to go back to Dungeon 4 entrance anytime soon. But if we have to do it, we'll do it. Also, we can take Rose on a date, so let's do that. First things first, we are going straight to the blacksmith. We are going to polish up this Rusty Bell. Because that is the thing that's going to get us access to our next dungeon. We'll go return it to the pirate captain. Let him know that we have succeeded in our mission. But we're currently using Rosa to open some doors for us. You see, she carries around this key, this master key, and allows us to access a lot of things that we couldn't access otherwise. I forgot I also had the hard ore, so I should go back to the smithy. Yeah, I should go back to the smithy. Because he can fashion that hard ore into an item for us. At this point, the only item that could be useful is the magnet glove. Or I guess the floodgate key is good too, because that gets us access to another dungeon. The more dungeons we have access to, the better, obviously. Autumn is also good. We need Autumn in order to access another dungeon entrance. Basically, anything that accesses on dungeons is what we need. Like the floodgate key. There we go. Now I just gotta see what dungeons we have available to us. Alright, dungeon 3 is good. Let's use the mirror shield here. Doesn't actually, like, reflect anything, but... it does, in fact, knock over those spiny beetles. This is a relatively short dungeon. Pretty easy one to do. There's not many small keys in this dungeon anyway, so it's mostly items. Yo, what's up, Vegeta Man? So we may end up just finding a lot of things that we need anyway, right in here.
Good luck with potential GDQ submission, mate.
Yeah, thanks for the 14 months. Appreciate it. Thanks for the good luck. Alright, so coming up here is the Mimic Room. These guys move to your movement in the opposite direction, and you just kind of bait them and just attack them. Pretty simple. Especially with the Full Zor, like, you can just kind of destroy anything. Normally, like, with the regular sword, they're pretty tough. But yeah, a lot of these dungeons, we're just kind of going through the motions. Just clearing them out, looking for a boss key, looking for any items that we can find. Oh, there's the magnet gloves. Okay. Now I'm in a position where I think any dungeon we access is completable. Except for technically 8, right? 8 does require the hyper slingshot. Oh, there's Kane. Kane is also really good. Really good substitute for the magnet gloves. Yeah, with the floodgate key, we have access to another dungeon. And then we just finish up 6, and then we're done. I mean, ideally, we find 1, right? 1 would be a very fast dungeon to do. But I also wouldn't complain about any of the other dungeons at this point. Though if we're factoring in, like, how long a dungeon is, 6 is a pretty long one. So I don't think we do 6 unless we have to. Which we probably will have to. The other possibility is doing 8, which I am not practiced enough at the skip I need to do. With this sprite, specifically. So I could do it, because we already have boss key there. But it might take me a little bit longer. And we don't have boss key in 6 yet either. So that's something to consider. Like, I still have to run through the second half of the dungeon. Well, I still have to do a lot of the dungeon in 8 as well. We've only done the first little bit. Alright, there's one. Perfect. Alright, there's a treasure map. I don't think I want to go up Tarm either way. So I'm not going to worry about the jewels. We still haven't even gotten Autumn yet. Without Autumn, you can't even go up to Tarm, so... yeah. Definitely not planning on going there yet. At all. Oh, there's biggoron sword. More health. We need to find the boss key. That's the big thing we need to do. Alright, there's Autumn. Now we can start talking about going to the other dungeon at Eyeglass instead of going back to 6. 4 and 5 are both very quick dungeons. I think we see what it is, right? We at least go there. I'm probably just gonna do it. We can get through both of them pretty quickly. And with less hassle than going through 6. So that was a boss. Yeah, once again, Fulzor showing its power. No boss stands in our way. I don't think I ever got any useful rings, right? I guess I could check. Alright, it's D4. 4 is not terrible. I'll go ahead and do this one. Oh yeah, we got Expert's Ring, right? And we got Swimmer's Ring. Yeah, that's it. Here, we finally get to use the cane. So normally you push the statue onto the button, just use the cane. Alright, 2 keys. I just need to find the boss key at this point. So now we could just kind of go into rooms and be like, is there a key here? No. Move on. Is there a key here? No. Move on. Like that. No key. Move on. There's a key here, so let's grab it. And it's the boss key. Alright, so now we can just run all the way to the end. We don't need to worry about anything else. Well, I guess I do have to fight the mini-boss, but that's a very minor inconvenience. So the whole gimmick here is you can't hit him when it's dark in the room, but again, Fool's Orb. Alright, here we are. We're coming up on Goma. So Goma, the idea here is you want to hit her eye with seeds. Normally you want to get rid of the claw, because the claw blocks your way. But you can line up in a pretty precise vertical position, or horizontal position, and get around the claw. Just hit her with a bunch of seeds, and that'll do it. That is essence number 5. That is the last one that we needed. Now we're just going to go back to town. We're going to get our Maku seed and head to the final area. So obtaining the Maku Seed allows us to get past the mysterious force in front of the castle. And that's going to allow us to fight Onyx. Now, Onyx is generally a pretty difficult fight, because you can only damage him with spin slashes. You can't even use the Fool's Ore on the first couple phases, so it can be very challenging. Also, before that, we get a visit from our good friend, Facade. So Facade ends up being a mini-boss in 2 areas of the game. Not just one. Alright, I'm just gonna fill up on everything before going in, just in case. But... we're coming up on Onyx. So this guy's only weak to spin attacks. So we're just gonna kind of stay in the corner, hit him a bunch, try to dodge his ball and chain. Going into phase 2, he's gonna send out Din in a crystal. If you hit Din while she's in the crystal, it'll do damage to you. We actually want that to happen, surprisingly enough, because we can get double hits. I'm actually going to knock her away here. Health is running a little low. So you can knock her away with the Rod of Seasons, but doing double hits, basically what ends up happening is his iframes go out while you're stunned. So you hit him a second time. And then we're coming into the final phase here. He turns into a dragon. We're going to bring out the trusty rock, and we're just going to hit him a couple times in the forehead, and that's time. It goes by way too fast. Yeah, the last phase goes by really fast if you have the Fool's Ore. But that's it. We finished with a time of 1:39:55. Not too bad. Obviously, like, having Dungeon 8 as one of our dungeons that was at the beginning kind of slowed us down a little bit, I think. But for the most part, it felt like we played pretty well. Other than also not getting the cape right away. But that's just a Maple thing, right? You don't know what you're gonna get. You don't know when you're gonna run into Maple, unless you're counting the entire time. And then you end up getting a cape, and she grabs it before you can get it. It happens. And then I guess the only other thing was we ended up going to D4 entrance, but that got us a lot of things there, and then that got us access to the other dungeons we needed to do, which was good. But we probably should have or could have finished D6 at some point. I mean, overall, was a great seed. Seasons just has a lot of more of like interconnected routes, like going different directions here and there. So you're constantly like weaving and going different ways. So it's easy to just forget that there's one specific thing you have to do. Anyway, that's going to do it for this Oracle of Seasons randomizer. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, drop a follow, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you in the next one.